All right. We are looking at example 2. Example 2 says 5x plus 2y equals negative 3, and 3x plus 3y equals 9. So again, we're going to be multiplying both equations because we don't have the same number for either x or y. We also don't have opposite signs for x or y. So one of my lines I'm going to have to multiply by a negative in order to change the signs. Again, I could multiply the x's or to change the x's to get rid of, cancel out the x's. If I were to do that, I could multiply the top equation by 3 and the bottom equation by negative 5. Excuse me. Or to get rid of the y's, I could multiply the top equation by 3 and the bottom equation by negative 2. It truly does not matter. Let's see, previously I canceled out the y's, so let's go for canceling out the x's this time just to give us a different change of pace. So I'm going to multiply the first equation by 3, and then the second equation I'm going to multiply by negative 5 because 3 and 5 both have 15 in common. So I'm going to go through and distribute on both equations and rewrite this. So 3 times 5 is 15x. 3 times 2 is 6y. And 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. And the second equation, the bottom one, negative 5 times 3 gives us negative 15x. Negative 5 times 3 is again negative 15y. And then negative 5 times 9 is negative 45. Then we draw our line and add down. So the 15x's are going to cancel out. 6y minus 15y is going to give us a negative 9y. And then negative 9 minus 45 is going to give us a negative 54. To get x by itself, y by itself, we're going to divide by negative 9. And y is going to be equal to negative divided by a negative makes a positive 6. So we have positive 6 for our y value. We plug this back into either original equation. And I'm going to go with the top one. Yeah, sure. The top one. At this point, I'm going to have to do a lot of multiplication and division, so it doesn't matter. So 5x plus 2y equals negative 3. So we replace the y, 5x plus 2 parentheses 6 equals negative 3. 2 times 6 is 12 equals negative 13. We are going to subtract the 12 to the other side. And we have 5x equals negative 3 minus 12 is negative 15. And then divide by 5. Not a negative 5, just divide by 5. And x is equal to negative 3. So our solution here is negative 3, 6. Okay. So I'm going to jump to the other side. Scroll down, not jump to the other side, scroll down. Again, I'm going to leave example 3 for y'all. So I want to look at the next set of situations. Here I have given you an ordered pair, and I want to see if it's a solution to the given system. So that just means we get to plug it in, and we're going to plug it into both equations. So I'm going to draw kind of a line down the middle of my paper, and I'm going to write one equation on each side. So we have 3x plus 4y equals 10, and negative 6x plus 8y equals 2. So in order to check to see, I would say the fastest way is just to plug in your numbers for both equations and see if it works. You can use a calculator to do this, or by hand. You might write it out by hand and then plug it into a calculator. That works as well. So anywhere I see x, I'm going to replace it with 4, and anywhere I see y, I'm going to replace it with 7. So in my first equation on the left-hand side, it's going to say 3 times 4 plus 4 times 7 equals 10. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 7 is 28 equals 10. 12 plus 28 is 40 equals 10. Well, I can tell you right now, that does not work. No, it's not a solution. Can we do the second one? Absolutely. Do you have to? No, it has to work for both. So if it doesn't work for one, You're done. This is not a solution. But we can check the other one too, just to see. Negative 6 parentheses 4 plus 8 parentheses 7 equals 20. Negative 6 times 4 is negative 24. Plus 8 times 7, 56, equals 20. You add those together, it's definitely not 20. It's going to be like 32. So, no, not a solution for those. Let's look at our next example. Here, again, I'm going to do the same thing. I just find this is easier than solving the equation if I'm given the opportunity to just plug it in. We have y plus 5x equals negative 6 on one side, and negative 2x plus 2y equals 10 on the other side. Again, we have our x and y values. We're going to plug those in. Y is negative 1 plus 5 times 2 equals negative 6. 5 times 2 is 10. Negative 1 plus 10 is 9 equals negative 6. That does not work. And then we look at the second one, again, just to double check, make sure we're not reading anything wrong. Also, and so negative 2 parentheses 2 plus 2 parentheses negative 1 equals 10. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2 equals 10. Negative 4 minus 2 is negative 6. So that is also not equal to 10. So no solution. That is also not a solution for the situation that we have going on. So that is the pen is not wanting to work right now. Solution, there we go. So that is not a solution. So keep that in mind. Plug it in, check to see if it works, and then move on.